Here back on GameSpot's live stage show here at Comic-Con 2013, and I've got two very special guests next to me. It's Jessica Chobot and Anna Prosser-Robinson. Ladies, welcome to the stage.
Thanks.
We're so excited to have you both up here. Of course, a lot of Comic-Con experience between the two of you here. Jessica, this year, what are you up to at Comic-Con?
I actually am here for Microsoft. I hosted, it just ended just now, well, not just now, like about 10 minutes ago, a panel for them about the video game culture with zombies.
Zombies.
And how it's evolved over time.
I was going to say, that's a very deep topic, because zombies have been so integral to gaming.
That being said, it was a really fun panel. We kept it really casual, because those are the most fun, I think. You know, when people just let their opinions go back and forth, and there's not really too much of a heavy structure. And we had Max Brooks there, which was awesome.
The writer of World War Z and Zombie Survival Guide.
Zombie Survival Guide, and we had, it was co-hosted, I guess, in a sense, with the guys from Dead Rising 2. So Capcom was there, some of the developers and the art director. And then we also had, I'm so sorry, he's going to kill me for this, but I forgot his last name, a gentleman named Jeff from Game Informer.
Okay.
Was there as well to give his take on it. And it went really, really well.
Nice.
And it was really fun, yeah.
Zombies are really in right now. I mean, like, I can't go 2 feet without tripping over a zombie on the show floor.
That was actually one of the discussion points, is
Really?
why have zombies been so popular for so long, and why are people not over it?
I want to know
Say,
the answer
like,
to that. Honestly,
vampires.
what is it?
Yeah.
You know, actually, Max had a really good response, and you know, just to paraphrase it and shrink it down, it is essentially with the amount of news and horrible things you see on TV about like this happening with the world and people getting murdered over here and, you know, natural disasters and everything. You're just getting all this bad kind of apocalyptic news bombarding you on a daily basis, that it's almost a way to, like, it's almost therapy to deal with that by going and playing through something that's a survival, post-apocalyptic, apocalyptic scenario where you can get it out of your system, but you still know it's fantasy because it's zombies.
So you're not actually confronting the grim reality of what the zombie apocalypse might actually mean.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's a little bit of catharsis.
Yeah, it's catharsis. I mean, which is most video games in the first place. Like, you play them because, well, one, you're having fun, but two, because sometimes you need to let off some steam.
Yeah, you need to process some stuff, get those energies out.
Yeah.
Confronting the grim reality of the zombie apocalypse is what Anna and I did last night. Over at Petco Park, they had the Walking Dead Escape, which is you run up and down stairs around obstacles, and they have people dressed up as zombies trying to get their hands on you.
Oh, cool. So like a zombie run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was legitimately athletic. I mean, like, you had to work
We were all
hard.
sweating by the end,
They
for
had
sure.
that last year, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing people show up random spots with like bloody knees.
I was
and
in legitimate danger.
Like,
at one
elbows
point.
being bruised.
Yeah,
and
Anna got almost stampeded by they shuttle you in, and they're like, all right, we're going to release you into here. There's going to be a bunch of zombies. You're going to have to run that way, but then they pull the 180 on you and make you run the opposite direction.
Oh.
Then the crowd is just upon you.
And I was like kind of in the back, and so everyone's like, turns around and runs, and there were people behind me and in front of me, so I just like,
Oh, you just got
I
slammed.
slowed down. I was like, this is it. This is where it ends. At a zombie run, people running from fake zombies, like, curled up in a ball on the ground. Luckily, the crew who's been hanging out with me and doing videos were like, please don't step on our friend.
Don't trample our host, please.
And you've been doing some cosplay of your own today.
I know. This is the first time I've ever cosplayed at a con, I think. Like,
Really?
I've cosplayed for my own entertainment before, but ever for photo shoots and things, but never at a con, so this has been really, really fun.
Well, it's a good choice.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's movable, you know, comfortable shoes.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff that it looks great, but you just wonder, like, how can you wear that all day long and not be absolutely
I saw a guy who had
miserably
like
uncomfortable?
a plastic thing around his head. That was exactly my thought. Like,
Yeah.
how do you
Can
breathe?
you even breathe in that?
Yeah, you're steaming in there.
Well, Jessica, you've done some cosplay in the past before, right?
Well, lightly. I mean, there was 1 or 2 things that I've done. I think the only one I can really remember was Bullet Witch, and I did that just kind of for fun. You know, I wouldn't say that I'm not really a cosplayer.
You're not hand stitching things.
One of the things was I can't sew, and so I felt like if I was going to buy the costume, that's kind of cheating, and I just felt a little guilty.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just the way that I felt about it. And it's not to say that you can't
have an awesome
cosplay
time in a store-bought costume, which
exactly,
you totally can.
You totally can.
Yeah.
It just wasn't my cup of tea. And then, yeah, I just kind of never got too far. I never did the slave Leia thing, but that's because my body was not up to par.
Because, well, you know, I think last year there was like a gathering of 40 slave
I
Leias.
saw that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it runs the gamut, you know, and I like it when cosplayers just go for it and, you know, don't necessarily worry about like, my stitching might not be up to par. This is just a cardboard thing, you know,
Yeah.
and you see the whole array of human creativity on display here.
That's what's really cool about it, is I really like seeing the creative aspect of it, how people kind of solve those problems. Like, okay, I might not be able to sew, but I'm going to come up with something really awesome. But I'll tell you, like, now that we're talking about it, I'll probably end up cosplaying once my son gets old enough that I don't have to tote him around everywhere and carry him, you know, and he can actually kind of walk on his own, or we can drag him in some sort of like
apparatus.
Wheeled
something.
conveyance.
I probably will cosplay then because I think he'd get a big kick out of dressing up. So I'm thinking we'll have Blair be Superman or Batman.
Okay.
Because Batman's his favorite character. And then I obviously have to do Wonder Woman because I am obsessed with Wonder Woman.
Naturally.
And then, I don't know, we'll dress up the little nugget as something
something
awesome. Yeah. Some little, right now he's got like little Superman and Batman onesies that have capes on them, so we'll just stick them in there.
Cool.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable.
Well, by that time, you guys will have source material inspiration. We just had Tony Daniels on from DC talking about the Superman and Wonder Woman comic that he's drawing that's coming out later this year.
Nice. Yeah, I was running over. I wanted to meet him, but I missed him. I'm kind of bummed.
Well, yeah, maybe your paths will cross later today. Or do you have any other plans for convention going today, or did you get to buy some merch or anything like that?
I did. Not to keep talking Wonder Woman, but I bought a Wonder Woman robe.
Yeah, you go with what you like.
Yeah, and then I saw a Wonder Woman bikini, and I was so tempted. But then I was like, you know what? It's a little too slutty for me. I don't know.
That's just a little over my line.
Yeah, like the top was okay, but the bottoms.
You just gotta. It's for tanning.
It was way
it's
too
for
much.
Tanning,
it was way too much crack. I was like, no, not pulling this one off.
No, thank you.
But the robe is really cute, and so that's really all I bought this year. I kind of toned it down a bit. But walked the show floor and saw a bunch of really cool stuff. I almost got suckered into buying some old Gem and the Hologram dolls.
Oh my god!
So I started having flashbacks to when I was a kid.
There was a
like,
Gem exclusive Barbie doll that sold out, and I was jonesing for that one.
You're hoping but the lines for that exclusive stuff.
There was no way.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
See, if they were in the box, I would have bought them then, because then they would have come with the tape. Remember the tape that they'd come
Oh
with?
my
That you pop
gosh.
in and you'd
Yes.
like have the Gem and the holograms, and then I think on the other side was the Misfit one. You'd have like one song from Gem and one song from the Misfits.
Truly outrageous.
And I wanted to get, but I've never seen one in a box. I mean, I probably could find one on eBay, but I've never seen one here in a box.
Neither have I.
You never know what's going to come back up at Comic-Con over the years.
That's true. I'm always on the lookout. So, yeah, my biggest purchase was the Wonder Woman robe.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure to talk to you. Anna, thanks for coming by. We've got a bunch more of your stuff going up on the site today. What's one of your highlights of videos folks can look for on GameSpot?
Well, you know, we're gamers, so we always have to make things a competition, right? So we did a feature on who's winning Comic-Con.
Okay.
So I'm going to be curious to see whether the viewers at home agree with our list. So watch out for that one.
All right, check that out. Jessica Chobot and Prosser Robinson, thank you so much for coming on the stage.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Cheers. And we are going to head back to Homer because that dude is still going. He's checking out Toy Nami on the show floor here at San Diego Comic-Con.